It was so depressing when I found out my father was a adult loser. Like his friends were the gay old Greek guys. Like my dad's in the shitty crew. You know what I mean? It's like he hangs out at the gay coffee house that like none of the cool guys hang out at. Oh yeah. Like all his friends are fucking losers.
And he goes to the cool and they're like, you're not invited.
Yeah. It's like they're just sort of like turning their nose up to him.
Yeah. My dad got into a fight at a Wegmans parking lot one time, and he was like,
"Beautiful."
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, you step out of the car, I'll beat your fucking head in." And he like drives away in our minivan. And I'm like, nobody respects you. Oh boy. Well, one thing I was reading about, we're talking about organized crime in Greece.
Yes.
The culture in Greece sort of lends itself to corruption.
Oh my god, that's the thing is everyone is so fucking corrupt. Like no one pays their taxes.
Yeah.
My fucking uncle was like career.
That's what I was reading about. Yeah.
Career employee at the National Bank of Greece. Most
just
square
paid under the table.
A fucking like the biggest square you've ever seen in your life. A fucking loser. You know what I mean? Looks like a nerd. Fucking whatever. Like fucked my aunt. He's never fucked in his life. One woman. Yeah. And he didn't pay his taxes. Yeah. He like is looking at. It's like
they just paid him cash.
They just know. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they do. They're always that guy is always looking to game the fucking system. It's like that's just the fucking. If you're not doing that, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah. You know. It's like you get laughed at for paying your taxes.
Right.
And that's, I mean, you wonder why the fuck. I mean, we got fucked by banks and everything too. Don't get me wrong, but also, it couldn't,
That's what my dad told me too, because we had a restaurant in Trenton, and I was like, "So what do you do with all the cash at the end of the night? Like, where does it go? Where does it?" And he's like, "Well, it goes into a safe." And,
yeah,
he's like, "It goes into a safe, and you're supposed to." Technically claim it. He's like, right. But let me tell you something. Everybody does it. Jews, everybody.
I mean, my father was the same way. He fucking ran a successful business for years. Now it's not successful, and he showed maybe like $10,000 of fucking income a year. It's like he just got paid in cash. Yeah, and I'm not
our job too. It's like you do a gig. You do a gig for $400. You drive there. You pay for gas. You pay for food. It's like, what am I? I'm gonna. Right. I'm going to claim this?
It's brutal.
Come pry out of my dead hands.
I know. And I'm not saying I would do this, but let's say in theory you got a nice amount of cash for certain gigs. Yeah. Maybe you just go grocery shopping with it. Maybe it never hits a bank account. You know what I mean? Maybe Uncle Sam don't got to know about that for hundo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, they're horrible people overall in Greece. It's very hospitable. They're very nice to you, but in terms of like you got
to be gaming the system.
But the other side of that coin is the government is shitty too, so people don't feel like they're getting anything out of.
Well, you have to bribe the government for anything. That's totally how it went, because everything is like, because it is like socialist democracy or whatever. And don't get me wrong, it's still a better system than what we have here, because at least you get to see a fucking doctor. Yeah, and it's the way it works is almost like,
at least you're not spending your money on the war machine, man.
Right? Yeah, there we go, baby.
Yeah, dismantle the system.
So you would have to, like, if you wanted to, like, kind of skip the line, like, my grandmother needed dialysis, and they literally bribed someone to get her treatment in, like, an effective manner. Like, it's like, that's how it works. It's like, it's well known. They call it the envelope, the fakelaki, the little envelope. You want something to get done, you want a permit, you want anything. Yeah. Well known in any amount of government. It's like, throw a little envelope at his ass, and you'll get it, grease the wheels right away.
Right. Yeah, there's a guy that I know. He works at this ice cream shop in Williamsburg, and he went away for like 20 years.
Whoa.
For conspiracy.
Oh, tight.
And he had 3 daughters, so they were like 5, 3, and 1 when he went away. So he's big. He's like, he feels bad. Obviously, he wasn't there for his kids.
Yeah,
but like, kind of sucks.
Damn. So he was mobbed up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's with ice cream shop now. I would love to go by there. In Williamsburg?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I told you that story, right, about the mirror?
No.
I was doing a moving job and I broke a mirror. And this guy who I worked with was like the biggest scumbag ever.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to get me to pay for the mirror that I broke. So I went to the ice cream shop and I was like, yeah, this guy's trying to get me to pay money. And he's like, you're not lying to us, right? And I'm like, no. He's like, all right, send him over here.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
that's just like Godfather too.
He's like, tell him I got his money.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the greatest.
Wow, dude.
Yeah,
that rules.
To be mobbed up, I mean, it's like, it must be the
best feeling
the best
of all
fucking
time.
feeling in the world.
There's guys who got away with it, dude. You know?
Yeah, there are a few.
And that's got to feel awesome.
Yeah.
You're one of the few people, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
There was another guy there, and he's a Jewish guy, and he's got tattoos all over his body, and he's got 2 teardrop tattoos.
Okay.
And the other guy is like, yeah, those are just the people he felt bad about. And one guy, he's like, because one of them was like, oh, please don't do it. I'm a Jew like you. And the guy killed him anyway.
Of course. He's
Yeah.
on, you know, because it was business.
It
would have
Like
been.
you understand. It's
Yeah,
business.
yeah. I'm getting,
All
he's
right,
like,
if
wait,
it's
how much you
business-
making of this? Oh, please.
All right, take my life. Yeah. I guess that is kind of the agreement that you go into. You're like, oh, they might kill me, but whatever.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
know
gonna be
that. You
great.
know you're probably going to die or go to jail.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So then there was another guy in the neighborhood. He was like this crazy guy, and he had this store, and he was like, I guess he was like harassing girls or something. But he had this store that was just junk in the store. He was
Awesome.
so
Just barely a front.
yeah.
Barely fucking capable to be a front.
Yeah, and he would like walk around with his shirt off and stuff. I don't know. It was a very
Nice.
weird situation, but he was up at the ice cream parlor, and the one guy was like, "Listen, he's like, listen, we're tired of warning you about this stuff." And the guy starts talking, and then the other guy, the Jewish guy, is like, "You know what? I'm gonna hit this guy with a pipe." and he walks in the store, and he comes out with a fucking pipe, and he starts like chasing the guy down the street.
This is current day?
It was like maybe 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Just chase the guy right down the street with a pipe, and it's like
Beautiful.
You can't not respect those guys.
Oh, yeah, I know it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but yeah. You look up, it is hard to not look up to them in some fucked up way.
Yeah.
But
But there's always that paradox of like, if you came to them and said, you know, my husband hit me, or you had a problem with somebody, they would.
Yeah, but then
They
but then you owe them something, and then if
Okay, you owe
but then after you owe them something, it's like, and if putting you in complete harm's way means getting whatever,
yeah,
they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
No, they don't.
there's
They're all
yeah,
psychopaths. Yeah.
You become once. It's like you can actually have a pretty good relationship with them. It's like go back to Sopranos always, but it's like
Yeah.
the sporting goods store guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like before that, him and Tony were actually friends. They
Yeah.
were boys. They went to
Yeah.
high school together. They were friends. And he's like, "You sure you want to take this fucking act?" Because he's like, "What?" And it's like once he takes that bet,
Yeah.
he's not a fucking person anymore.
They're so
All
good in
that's
that show
gone.
of reminding you that Tony is just a complete monster.
Of course, yeah.
What?
But
He's just a guy that likes ducks. He seems okay.
But they were like, this guy Kevin, what nationality? Because they always want to know like the guy's nationality for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. They're like,
wonder
he's
why.
probably Irish. And then the next time I went, the Jewish guy was like, where's that Irish bastard, Kevin? Tell him I got his money. And I was like, thanks, guys. Because this guy was like calling me up, telling me like, I'm outside your house. I see your girlfriend. Like,
Really?
give me the money.
The mirror guy?
Yeah, the guy from the moving company.
Oh my god.
Which he was full of shit. So Spiro Valensis, he
Yes.
runs in Astoria. He
Great
so
name.
he was close with the Lucchese family. Anthony Gaspipe Casso of the Lucchese family was his sort of his contact. And because of his relationship with the Lucchese family, he was very good at keeping other immigrants out of his gambling rackets.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's like you go to America, you're like, we're going to start a new life. Get
Right.
a casino.
Right,
And they're like,
right, right.
Nope, no, you're not. You're going to work
So
in
he's a
the
bookie or like underground casinos or
I think it was like dice games.
Oh, nice,
Some loan sharking,
beautiful.
some and
Horse
some
racing,
horse racing,
via
horse
satellite.
And he was horse racing via
Wow.
satellite. So they would broadcast games like from other countries.
Oh shit!
And he was accused of having the games on a delay, so he would know who won the game.
That rules.
Yeah, yeah.
That's beautiful.